Hi guys, Roxanne here from Tiny Home Living. Well, it is the next day and it is absolutely beautiful out. I don't know what time it is, maybe 2 p.m. There's no sun out. It's all cloudy, which is perfect because it makes it a lot cooler. There's a little bit of a breeze now and then, and I am back out in the tomatoes, as you can see. This is the one I did yesterday, and I just noticed now that I sat down beside it, I can see tomatoes now that I couldn't see, of course, when it was so bushy. So the tomatoes, and I mean, look at the blossoms on these. It's just crazy. So I'm finishing or starting off with the one next to it, and I'm going to do a few on this side and a few on this side first, and then do the same thing and go up the this side to do the tall ones first. We're going to try and go to town tomorrow, I think, and get some blueberries that we saw a sale on, and get some more tomato cages, some of those tall ones if they have some left that are on half price again. And but I'm going to continue with the trimming tomatoes today. Sorry, I'm wobbling the camera. Even sitting down, I'm still not doing that great. It's just such a beautiful day. This to me is the best weather to work in. Cloudy. I wouldn't even care if it started raining a bit. I love being out in the rain. I always did ever since I was a kid. But I'm going to get this done, and I will update you when I get a bunch of them done. You don't need like 800 hours of me cutting these tomatoes. But anyway, I'm going to get lots more done today, I hope. Now that I can do it actually in the daytime rather than having the sun pounding down on me. Or wait till the night when it's beautiful, but the mosquitoes are feasting on us. Anyway, gonna get started. Hope you're enjoying these videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell and share this video with your family and friends. We really appreciate it. Look at this, guys. That's one of the new little roosters, Ruby's. And this first chicken is one of Ruby's babies in the dust bath with one of the older chickens. So they're not being attacked. I see another of Ruby's. Oh, I see two of Ruby's. Look at the two of them laying side by side though. You can hardly tell the young one from the old one. Look at the rooster getting right close in there too. Well, I say rooster, but look at its comb compared to the other one. Maybe it's a hen. So that's exciting. That the babies, and this is exactly what happened with WP and Little Chicken. They stayed in the compost at first, away from Rusty, and then they just wandered around in here with the other chickens, but not really hanging out with them. And then they gradually just got integrated into the flock. So that's 2 out of 3 chickens right there bathing, and 2 are small, the young ones, Rubies. So I'm hoping that soon they'll start going into the chicken coop at night and roosting together. Because again, this is working out really well. I think integrating them when they can free range is really the best scenario. It's working out really well. The babies are in there foraging, just like that's the older chickens' favorite spots. So I think this is going to work really well. I'm sure enjoying this. The little one over there scratching and pecking in the dirt. You enjoying yourselves? I hope you're a little hen, not a little rooster. Yeah. At least I think that one's one of the older hens. Maybe all 3 of them are new ones. I can't tell because I can't see its legs to see if it's got a red or a purple ring on. We are having a harder time telling them apart. So funny. I forgot to mention, Chris is out back working on the barn. So, I mean, he hasn't been able to do that because it's just too hot. But again, perfect day for him to do that too. And I think the next week or two, this coming week we might be getting some rain for a few days. And then after that, I think the temperatures are supposed to be like high or low 20s, 21, 22. So hopefully some more cloudy days and be able to get the roof on that barn. That would be awesome. So I just finished that one, and again you can see how many blossoms there are on here. And look at these 2 in front of me now. Those are the 2 I did yesterday. And then these ones, I got 2 in front of me here now that I gotta do. Well, the sun has come out, but it's not too bad because there's a nice breeze. But I have to hobble all the way to the bathroom. And all my pails need to be emptied that are full of leaves. So I think I'm sitting right about in the middle. I've got these ones done, and on this side, and then I've got to go back this way to get the rest done. I think I'm almost halfway done. So I'm gonna go to the bathroom and go check on how Chris is doing. He's trying to get the strapping done so that he can get the roof on. And I think I heard some rumbling again. I don't know if we're gonna get, we got some rain, but not a lot really. But I just wanted to show you too, looking at the peas from this side. The plants aren't very high, but Chris brought me a couple of pods again, and they were so big that I think we're gonna have to pick a bunch now and maybe have them for supper or put them in the freezer, because once they get that big, they have to be eaten or they're gonna go bad. Gonna go to seed. Anyway, I'm gonna put my camera away. I'm just looking at Rusty and one of his girls running up the side of the garden. I guess somebody else is up there. Anyway, just wondering what he's up to. So I'm gonna hobble back there and we'll see what Christopher's up to. Maybe I won't hobble all the way to the back. It's a long ways to go. Pretty good. He's got that's doing the strapping at the peak on both sides. Got most of it done. It's starting to rain, so I'm not going to be able to go back out and do more tomatoes. But you can see the roof is looking pretty darn good. Now, Chris said that somebody has eaten all of the cherries off that little cherry tree right there that I thought I might get one pie out of. You don't happen to know who would have eaten those cherries, do you girls? I don't think there's a cherry left on it. So we're gonna have to make a screen to go around that cherry tree. Devil chickens. Look at them all out here. It's just drizzling a little bit. Look at this cherry tree. Now this, from here up to here, is new growth, and there's still new leaves coming out on this cherry tree. So we got 2 cherries on this one and they're gone. But there is so much new growth on this branch here, all the way out to there is new too. So that's about close to 2 feet of growth. Well, this one here is way over 2 feet. So that's pretty exciting. We did get the board put up for that tree and got that one strapped to support all the apples. But look at this. This cherry tree was loaded with apples. This cherry tree was loaded with cherries, and they're all gone, every single one. You devil chickens. Look at this. Plucked right clean. But sure, a lot of growth on this tree too. Tons this year. Can't believe it. Devil chickens. Lots of clover out here, isn't there, girls? It's funny, the older girls are out here, but none of the little ones. Now these apples, the glory apples, actually went bright red when they got ripe. So it's going to be interesting to see how big they get. I think this is about as big as they were when we got the tree. Look at the zucchini. Chris took some video. I sent him out there last night. That plant is absolutely massive. I'm not walking all the way out there. It's too far for me. This is hard enough as it is. Oh yeah, they're digging in all this grass that's laying there. And look at my rhubarb is getting all lost in the grass again. These apples are getting pretty big. Holy smokes. And like I said, this is after me thinning them quite a bit. These are pretty darn big apples. I probably should have thinned them more. You can just see how the whole tree sways with the weight of them. But Chris has got some string holding this one up, but I think we might end up having to put some more support. There is just a ton on there. Rusty escorting his girls. Chris said he was going over the Saskatoons are over there by the old sea can, and Rusty was picking a Saskatoon off the bush and then calling the girls. Like he throws it on the ground and calls the girls. This is one of the trees that I butchered too. Like you can see where I cut all the branches off and then got so much new growth. So maybe we'll get something off these ones next year. It's starting to rain a little bit harder, so look at this though. I obviously should have taken more apples off of here, but like I said, Christopher didn't want me to. I should have taken that one off, obviously, but probably should have taken some more small ones off of here. I could do it on the sly, couldn't I? They come off so easily. Yeah, these are just so heavy. There's no way that this tree can support these. Some of them are pretty big. Like that one, there's some up there that I can see that are really big. And again, look at that branch there. How much new growth there is. And these ones, crazy. Yeah, obviously I didn't thin this enough. Holy moly. That one's too small. Should have done this a long time ago, obviously. Like I said before, some people apparently do them when they're blossoms, but I obviously need to learn a little bit more before that. See, the book or the article I read said something about clumps of 6. So, but a lot of these clumps, there's a lot more than 6 apples in each clump. And then some there's 3 like that. But those are pretty big apples already. This one, something's been eating it, so I'll salvage it. Not salvage, sacrifice it. Wow, this is crazy. Like this little branch here is just bent right over with the weight of those. Well, I guess we'll see what happens. I said I'm just gonna take all the apples that we get, make apple pie filling this year, and we'll see what happens next year. I suspect if I only got 2 cherries off of this tree this year, maybe it'll be loaded next year. I don't know. But you can see where the lighter green leaves are and how much growth there is on that tree. That's just awesome. And get something to put around that one. We did, if you remember the earlier videos, we did have cages around all of these trees because we were worried about the deer. But clearly, a tree that size, you can't go putting a cage around that. It's just not possible. These skinny ones, yeah, maybe, but not big ones like that. So for, you know, a stick tree like that, I call it the slingshot. That's sure got a lot of apples on it. But anyway, pretty excited about the barn. Some progress. A little more strapping to do. You can see up on that side there. And then the steel can go on. Now these currants are still green and really hard. So I don't know when they're supposed to ripen. Or how you know. They should be either red or black currants. Still tons of them on here, so hopefully I'll get some of these before the birds get them all. Look at how heavy they are. Dragging the branch right down. Chris is coming to provide an Uber to the back of the property. I've never been back there.
There's the inspector way over there checking on her currant bushes. I just let her drive the tractor so she can go and look at everything and go to the back of the property. She's never been to the back of the property, so she can go down up over the hill right back to where the tall grass is there and come along here. She's never been back there, so she can check it out.
So Chris went out and picked some peas for supper. I'm going to chop the pods into little pieces because these are so big and juicy. Each pod had about 8 or 9 peas in it, but look at the size of these things. They're just huge. And look who's lurking. Guess who likes peas? Sadie. She's deaf, so she can't hear me. Come here, sweetie. Look, Sadie. Look, look, look. She loves peas. Here, sweetie. You want another one? Yeah, they're so good, aren't they? They're so good. Chris was worried there wouldn't be any in the bowl for supper. That's enough for now. We've got to have some supper. And they taste so good too. They're so big, I think they would have been no good in a couple days. But they're so sweet and juicy, and you love them too, don't you, baby? Okay, one more. I can't take that look. Yeah.